Hello and welcome to my remix of Paradise Lost. I'll just be introducing my starting world for Paradise Lost really quickly. Minecraft has a large modding community where people create their own worlds and put files out there and mods and stuff like that. And so I downloaded a world which was similar to Paradise, um, the Eden in Paradise Lost. And so here it is. I haven't changed anything yet. This is just my starting point, but I thought it was a good way to go about things because of the tree in the center, the housing area where Adam and Eve could have lived. And then also on the outside of the glass enclosure, there is a small area where I intend to have a nether portal to take me to the nether, which is sort of Minecraft's hell.
This is the current state of my Eden Paradise Lost inspired world. Um, the file or world that I initially used was called Lost Paradise, and it could be a world imagined after Adam and Eve had left Eden. So I changed it and rebuilt it to my own personal point of view of Eden. And so I rebuilt kind of an area here where Adam and Eve would have lived with a house and fountain and things like that. There was like a hanging gardens, which I got rid of. I built an oasis, and there's a waterfall over here where they could swim and stuff like that. It's just meant to be kind of a sanctuary, as it was described in John Milton's book. I also included the Tree of Knowledge over here. And as you can see down here, there's animals, sheep and pigs and stuff like that. Stuff that Adam and Eve would have lived off of. So here's the Tree of Knowledge, significantly different from everything else in Eden. And here is a tree with waterfalls coming out of it, which could be a place where Adam and Eve just lived and something like that. So now that I've shown you Eden, I'll show you my creation of hell. And this is my hell. And this is actually the reason that I chose Minecraft for my representation of Eden and hell. Because hell in this game so well represents the darkness visible that Milton described in his book. As you can see, there's a fiery lake of lava down here. This is just a kind of evil castle that I took from the internet and sort of developed off of. It's got four spires around it, and it sort of looks like a dark palace that Satan would have been a part of. And above it, I built what I believe to be a good interpretation of pandemonium, a large kind of area for discussion with Satan's throne above everything else. And so when it comes to the whole purpose behind this video and representation, the imagery is very clear and very different between Eden and hell. And it really shows how Milton uses imagery throughout the book, light versus dark, and in hell, darkness visible, to portray that good versus evil. And I think this visual of Paradise Lost, of Eden and hell, can really be understood by any reader. So if you ask someone, what do you think of Eden and hell and Paradise Lost, this really serves as a good starting point to just demonstrate what it could have been like.